Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're finally going to wire up and test fit the Astra GTE clocks into the Corrado. Alright guys, so I have these TDI clocks. They're from a B4 Passat, but they're the exact same as a T4 van or the Corrado ones. And the connection I'm after, I'm thinking this. So if I got this out, I'd be able to make these plug and play. So I'd have the Volkswagen harness being able to plug into this. So I'm going to take these clocks apart and probably take this piece here out. Okay guys, so I desoldered the plug off the board. So yeah, it took a bit of time and just heat each terminal all the way up and then use one of these things. These are brilliant. So as you heat the solder and it becomes liquid, this is a syringe and it's a quick release here. So as the solder is liquid, you just put it there, let go, the plunger shoots up, makes a vacuum and sucks the solder off the joint, which is absolutely brilliant. It's invaluable if you're building circuit boards. So that's the Volkswagen plug and play switch or plug, and yeah, it goes on one way. No, what's the first way? It's like USB plugs. It always takes 3 goes to get it for a thing that only has an option of 2. So this is now on, and so this is going to be plug and play. So it'll be an Astra set of clocks onto a Volkswagen harness. And if I want to go back to the original Corrado ones, all I have to do is just unplug it, plug in my Volkswagen clocks, and that's it. Because I thought about it, and if I was to cut these wires and wire it straight onto the Astra clocks, it's brilliant, really fast job done. But if I want to go back to the Volkswagen or the Corrado clocks, I'd have to follow all of this back and disconnect it here, which actually isn't a big job. That's actually probably the easiest bit. But I'd have to drop the whole fuse board, flip it around, take out the 2 plugs, rewire the correct wires back in again, and push that fuse board up. And my advice is just don't go near the fuse board, because you could unplug any wire could be loose afterwards, and you're kind of just asking for trouble. So what I decided to do is just stay completely away from it and make it plug and play with Volkswagen. So that's my tip, and I'm going to get soldering. Hey guys, so slowly getting through it. So I'm using continuity, so I'm pinning out each wire, finding where they lie in this, and checking before I obviously solder each time. So this is the fuel one just done, and so it's just soldered onto the pins. Heat shrink is going to go onto it, heat it down, and move on to the next one. So only 28 more to do, or 27. Sure, I'm flying it. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, and you can see my wiring diagram, and I have all of the pins now done. So the last one to do now is the alternator, and that goes on the second last pin. So yeah, it's a lot of making sure every connection is right, and sometimes so for the power and the ground, so there's like 3 or 4 grounds and they all have to be grounded together, and then one wire comes down because I don't have enough room to solder more than one. And the same with the powers, and there's a few other wires like that. So, and some of them are just too short, so I had to put extensions into them. But it's working pretty well, so that's the last one now to do. Okay guys, so I've been very busy and have some of the fuse board plugged in, keys ready to go, and this is what I've been aiming for. So this is the U1 U2 loom. This is the plug that actually goes in the back of the VR6 clocks, or just Corrado clocks. Not too fancy. There's a set of Corrado clocks, and there's the plug there. So the whole idea of this was to make it plug and play. So I could have just cut all these wires, got this one here, join the 2 of them, and then this would be permanently mounted in the car. And if I wanted to change, I'd have to go all the way in there to U1 and U2, pull them out, pull the whole loom out, put a different loom in, just to make these clocks work. So to get around that and make one loom be like more plug and play, so it's taking now a Volkswagen set of clocks. If I ever decide to sell them, I could just advertise them and you can plug them into your own loom and they'll totally work. So this is the whole point of doing this. So now, so that plugs in just there. It's a bit hard to do it with one hand. Oh, got it. Brilliant. Okay, first turn on. I'm gonna watch for the magic smoke. Hopefully it won't come out. So let's go. So key. Deadly. Yep. So we don't have any oil pressure, so the oil pressure light is on. We don't have we're not generating voltage, so the battery light is on. Handbrake's on, which is brilliant. Fuel is on, or fuel light is on because we don't have any diesel or petrol in the car. Let's try the full beams. Steady. I'll try to turn on the lights. There's side lights. There's full beam, indicators. Left. Right. Okay. There's the handbrake. As the handbrake is on. Handbrake is back off. Okay, so I have the dash on. Notice there is no handbrake signal or low in brake fluid. I come over here. This is my sensor for low in brake fluid, but when you push it all the way this way, so it's going away from the lid, obviously that'd be like upside down, your tank be empty. So we're just going to replicate that. So just going to push and pull, and we'll check out the cluster. Yeah, still to try the revs and the speedo. I have to still to get that to work, but making progress. So guys, as you can see, the dash looks absolutely class inside the Corrado, and I'm delighted it actually fits, and it fits so well. It really does look beautiful inside it. Yeah, so the low in coolant, I'm still waiting on a part to arrive. It didn't arrive in time, so I guess the video had to go on without it. And obviously I have to get the engine running for the speedo and the revs. So still a few more little things to do, check out, make sure that they all work, but I'm making good progress. Still have to get the center dash in, and a few things like that, and obviously like some nice surrounds, these pieces of plastic to go here, but absolutely delighted how it's coming around. You really want to get back the engine, but with COVID-19 and waiting for parts, everything's kind of like slowed down, so that's just the way life goes, I guess. But absolutely delighted how it looks. So if you like these videos, please do subscribe. I'm trying to get to the 1,000 mark, and yeah, I'm delighted. I'm still amazed how nice it looks. So as always, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Support me in PayPal in the link below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.